Hello, students. Uh, this is the fourth part of my lecture series on Arthur Miller's American play, Death of a Salesman. In my earlier lectures, I discussed about the author, then the characters of this play, and today I am going to discuss the synopsis of this play, the summary of the play. Uh, students, Arthur Miller's plays generally address social issues and center around an individual in a social dilemma or an individual at the mercy of society. His great play, Death of a Salesman, and the full title of this play, Death of a Salesman, Certain Private Conversations in Two Acts and a Requiem. Okay, so this play was published in 1949, which gifted him the Pulitzer Prize. Okay, so you need to remember these points. The setting of the play is New York in the 1940s. Arthur Miller's two-act play, this play, covers a 24-hour period with the Requiem at the end of the play. And this Requiem, at the end of the play is set several days later in graveyard. Students, in the beginning of the play, we see that Willy Loman, a traveling salesman, comes home early from his road trip. Because of the lack of sales and because of his frustration, he grows suicidal tendency. As a result, he is not able to control and drive his car properly. Mental confusion is a new norm for Willy Loman. Willie believes in American dream. I discussed about this term American dream earlier in my lectures. Willie Loman is, having difficulty remembering events as well as distinguishing the present from his memories of the past. His wife Linda, Linda Loman, suggests that he should request a job in New York rather than traveling each week. Every week, Willie Loman has to travel a lot. And this man is, aging and is 63 years old. But Willie Loman doesn't accept this reality. He is still believing that he is very strong and he is a successful salesman. Uh, but students, the reality is different. Willie's adult sons, Beef and Happy, are at home. Beef has just returned from the waste, unsettled and unsure of his career path. Here, elder son of Willie Loman, Beef, is uh, not very successful in his career. So he is also suffering from frustration. Beef and his brother Happy overhear Willie, who is talking to himself. Willie is living in delusions, hallucinations, because he is not ready to accept reality. And this attitude of Willie, uh, you know, uh, leads to his mental illness. So he is often talking to himself. Biff learns that Willie is usually talking to him, means talking to Biff during these private reveries. Here, reverie means daydream. So here, Willie Loman is often, talking to his son Biff, though he is not present, is not before him, and also talking to his dead brother Ben. Then we see in the play that Beef and Happy, Beef's younger brother Happy, they both discuss about women and about their future. uh, Beef and Happy are not satisfied with their jobs. Beef is discontent working for someone else, and Happy cannot be promoted until the merchandise manager dies. They contemplate buying a ranch, a farmhouse for breeding and caring, farm animals. So their plan is to buy a farmhouse and working together. Willie is, often living in his past memories. At this point, Willie relives several scenes from his past, including the time when, during high school, Beef admits to stealing a football. Here, students, one point is to be remembered that Beef is, kleptomaniac. Kleptomaniac is a kind of disease. It means to steal things from others without any reason. So here Biff is suffering from his kleptomania. Willie, Willie slides back and forth between present reality and flashbacks. Students, we know that we have only 24 hours in this play, okay, from Monday night to Tuesday night. But we see that Willie is, living in past and present. So we have flashbacks. Okay, we have, sometimes the past scenes. The scenes occurred in the past, and then again, present, then past, present. So this kind of flashbacks we see in this play. Willie's mind takes him back to moments of optimism and hope about the future. But Willie is also, haunted by his infidelity because, earlier in his life, he was engaged with another woman. He had affair with another woman. So in his daydream, in his reverie, Willie relives the time that Bernard, son of the next door neighbor Charlie, informs Willie that Beef is weak in the subject of mathematics and he will not pass. So this is, the this scene is happening in the mind of Willie. So he remembers the Beef's early age when Beef was in school. In the last scene, Willie listens but dismisses the important news because Beef is well liked and Bernard is not. Here, remember students that here Bernard, Charlie's son, and Charlie is, who is Charlie? Charlie is Willie Loman's friend and neighbor. He's very good-natured person, and here Charlie cares about Willie. He often helps him with money, and also he supports him. But on the contrary, Willie Loman, is feeling jealous of the success of Charlie's son, Bernard. Bernard is a very successful lawyer. Here, while he is reliving his conversation with Linda, he begins to remember his conversation with the woman, the lady with whom he had an affair. Willie is unable to separate memories of Linda from the woman. Every time he buys stockings for Linda as well as for that woman. Here, uh, Linda Loman is very caring housewife. She uh, manages the house and she knows everything about her husband. She knows very well that her husband is suffering from mental illness. She also knows that Willy Loman is a stubborn person. He is not ready to accept, his limitations. So, but still, Linda is very supportive. The play, then continues in the present with his neighbor Charlie coming over to play cards. Um, Here, then, Willy Loman, also, flashes back to his brother Ben. Now it is dead, his elder brother Ben is no more now, but still, Willy Loman is, often talking to him. So that is his, delusion. Here, he thinks here, Willy Loman, he remembers that Ben traveled to Africa and became rich as a young man. Ben's success is a nagging reminder of Willy's own failures as part of the rising action. The play continues in the present, with his neighbor Charlie, and we see that here Willy and Charlie are playing cards. But Willy is, uh, going going to past. He remembers the past. As, still he's, while he's playing cards with uh, his neighbor and friend Charlie. So here, uh, Ben appears to Willy while he's playing cards with Charlie, and Willy relives an old conversation with Ben while, simultaneously talking with Charlie. Here, Charlie cannot understand that uh, what Willy is talking about, because we know that Willy is talking to his dead brother Ben, and Charlie cannot understand this. Charlie believes that Willy is talking to him here. So, as a result, Willy becomes confused by the two different discussions he is having, one in the present, and one in the past. And he accuses Charlie of cheating, that, Charlie is, not playing fair. He is cheating with a Willy in his game. After Charlie leaves, Willy again, relieves Ben's visit and asks Ben for advice because he feels insecure in his life. Then the play once again returns to the present, in which Beef and Happy talk with Linda about Willy. Beef and Happy learn that Willy is on straight commission. They come to know from their mother, Linda. Any fixed salary is not given to him, and he is not a very successful salesman nowadays. So Willy has been borrowing money from Charlie in order to pay his house bills, home expenses. Linda criticized her sons for, abandoning their father in order to pursue their own selfish desires. Here, Linda also gives Biff a choice: respect your father or do not come home. Biff decides to stay in New York, but he reminds Linda that Willie threw him out of the house. He also tells Linda that Willie is a fake person, because he is not living in present. It is at this point that Linda informs her sons that Willie is suicidal. Willie has been trying to commit suicide. Linda explains Willie's deterioration to her sons, including the fact that he lost his salary and is secretly borrowing money from his friend and neighbor Charlie. Here, Linda also tells Beef and Happy that their father Willie has tried to kill himself while while driving the car, and she shows them a rubber tube she found in the basement. And this rubber tube suggests that Willie might suffocate himself. He was trying to kill himself. This is the gas pipe, and by which Willie was trying to suffocate himself. Here Linda pleads, with her sons. She requests her sons to establish their relationships with their father. Having said that, in the next scene, we see that a family talk about Bip's future that becomes a pie in the sky. That future is not concrete. The future of Bip is not concrete. Here, as I said earlier, that Beef and Happy are planning to buy a farmhouse, but for that uh, purchase of farmhouse, Beef has a plan. He wants to take a loan from his ex-employer, and the name of his ex-employer is, his boss is Oliver. But this is not, confirmed. A family, then talks about the plan of Beef, and Willie overhears his wife and sons talking. And then after that, Willie and Beef argue, and they have a little bit of argument. When Happy describes Beef's plan to open his own business, Willie directs Beef on what to do during his interview with Bill Oliver. Here Willie is suggesting his son Biff, you know, about the tips for interview. Willie remembers Biff's football games. Now again, Willie, you know, he is lost in his past. He remembers, Biff's school days. Willie remembers Biff's, football games. Before Linda and Willie go to bed, Linda questions Willie that she wants to know what Biff is holding the secret against him. But Willie refuses to answer. The secret, and that secret is that Biff, came to know about the affair of Willie Loman with other women, several years ago. In other words, Biff's plan to seek out an old employer, Oliver, for financial backing to start a sporting goods store and also in a farmhouse with Happy is pie in the sky at the end of Act 1. Now in the second act, Act 2, we see that uh, here Linda suggests Willie to ask his boss for the transfer of his job from traveling salesman to a salary, from salesman to a clerk. Okay, from the job of a clerk, and for that he would get fixed salary. So Willie decides to ask his boss for a salaried position in New York. The next day, the meetings of Willie and Biff are not successful. Here, the next morning, Willie prepares to visit his boss Howard to ask him for a job in New York. The name of Willie's boss is Howard Wagner, and Howard Wagner's father was very good friend of Willie Loman. But after the death of Wagner, his son Howard became the owner of the company and boss of Willy Loman. But this man, Howard Wagner, is money minded, is materialistic, is having materialistic mind. So here he cannot understand the limitations of Willy Loman, and here he also forgets that his father and Willy were very good friends. Not only that, but it was Willy who gave name Howard, at the birth of Howard. But during the meeting, Howard informs Willy that there are no positions available in New York. Then Willy, reminds Howard that he named him, and he was a very successful salesman earlier when he worked for Howard's father, Frank. The name of Howard's father is Frank. Howard remains, impassive, and instead of helping him, he fires Willy. Now, students, further that uh, during the meeting, Howard informs Willy that there are no positions available, and then also Willy tries very hard so that he uh, could get a job of clerk, instead of uh, traveling salesman. Uh, Now, on the other side, you know, Bip's former employer Oliver refuses to give him a loan. Students, that Bip was also, you know, expecting to meet his boss for a loan, or to meet his ex-boss, ex-employer for a loan. But his boss Oliver denied him to give a loan, and on the other side, when Willy visits his boss, Howard Wagner, and asks for his salary, Willy's boss fires him for lack of sales. So, upon being fired, then from the office of Wagner, Willy is going towards the office of Charlie's son. Charlie's son, who is Charlie's son? Bernard. Okay. So Willy is going towards Charlie's office. Bernard's office. And then while walking towards that path, Willy again remembers, his past memories of the past. Here, Willy begins, free falling into his memories of the past. Willy recalls Ben's visit once again, visit of his brother Ben, dead brother Ben. Okay. This time, Willy asks for advice because things are not going as he planned. He remembers Ben offering him a job in Alaska. He accepts, but Linda intervenes and reminds him of Dave Singleman. Okay, that she reminds him that Dave Singleman was a very great salesman, a very popular one. And when Dave Singleman died, the whole city uh, came to pay his homage. Came to attend his funeral. So the ideal of Willy Loman is Dave Singleman. Willy wants to become a very successful salesman like Dave Singleman. But at the same time, he forgets his limitations. Willy shifts from his memory of Ben to Beef's last football game. When Beef was very young, was in school. So here Willie also remembers Beef's football game because Beef was very good player, very good football player. Willie recalls Charlie pretending, he's unaware of Bill's game, and this infuriates Willie. He becomes angry. He becomes angry when he remembers these things. Willie's daydream ends when he arrives at Bernard's office. Bernard is waiting for Charlie in his office, and here Willie and Bernard discuss about Beef and consider possible reasons for his lack of motivation and success. Bernard says that Beef changed right after high school when he visited Willie in Boston. Bernard questions Willie about what happened when Beef went to visit him. Willie becomes defensive. Bernard's success, both pleases and upsets Willie Loman. Charlie gives Willie money for his insurance payment and offers him a job, but Willie refuses to accept that job. When Happy, uh, in the next scene, we see that Happy, Beef, and Willie meet at a restaurant, and the name of that restaurant is Frank Chops. Now they are, going to discuss uh, about the future plan of Beef and Happy, and also about the job of Willie. So when Happy, Beef, and Willie meet that evening to talk about their future plan in the restaurant, um, nobody feels successful. We know, students, that both Beef and Willie have not succeeded in their efforts. Beef and Willie argue, and the sons leave Willie in the restaurant. Willie often loses himself in the past memories, students. So here in the restaurant, when he is left alone, Willie remembers how his son Beef caught him with other women in a hotel room. This climax clears the point that the hero-like image of his father in the mind of Beef crashes, you know, at that time crashed when he came to know about this affair. So Beef had a hero-like image in his mind, hero-like image of his father in his mind. But that image crashed when he discovered his father's infidelity and lies towards his mother. Willie is overwhelmed by memories of the discovery of Beef, about this affair. Willie then returns home uh, at a restaurant where Willie, Beef, and Happy are to meet. Happy flirts with a young prostitute we see in the play, and Beef is upset because Oliver did not remember him. Then Beef realizes that he was never a salesman for Oliver. Instead, he was a shipping clerk. Willie tells him. Willie then he comes and tells his sons that he has been fired from the job of salesmanship. Uh, then Biff attempts to explain what happened with Oliver. After seeing Oliver, Biff sneaked. After that, what happened. That when Beef met his ex-employer Oliver, at that time Oliver denied him to you know to give him a loan. Not only that, but he he is not ready to recognize him. Here, you know, when Beef was working with Oliver, you know, he uh, he he stole the pen, you know, the pen of Oliver, and we know that he is suffering from kleptomania, stealing things from others without any reason. However, Willie is reliving the past, after that recalling Bernard, informing Linda that Beef has failed in mathematics and will not graduate. Willie then remembers Bernard telling Linda that Beef has taken a train to Boston. You know, when then after that, Beef went to Boston to meet his father, Willie. At that time, Willie was there in Boston, and you know, uh, that day when Beef went to Boston, then he visited the hotel room of Willie. At that time, he caught his father with another woman in a room. So here Willie remembers these things. Willie, relives the time when Beef finds out about Willie's affair, with the woman. Here, students, we do not find the name of this woman, only the woman, T capital, W capital, woman, W capital. So, the here Willie remembers, Beef comes to Willie's hotel room in Boston to tell Willie that he will not graduate unless Willie can convince Mr. Burnham to pass him, his teacher. Willie recalls his own desperate attempts to hide the woman in the bathroom. When the woman comes out of the bathroom, Willie's plan to conceal the affair is ruined, Willie's final memory is of Beef calling him a fake, before walking out the door. Before walking out the door of the room. Out the door means from the room. Then, students, Linda here, Willie returns home from restaurant and begins building a garden, even though it is night. Here Willie is planting seeds, in the night in his garden, and on the other side, Linda is scolding her sons for the quarrel with their father and leaving him alone in the restaurant. Now back to home, you know, back at home, Willie's confusion continues. Billy sees Willie planting seeds in the backyard, in the garden, and talking loudly to himself. In fact, at this time, Willie is talking to his dead brother, Ben, who is just Willie's delusion. In the following action, Willie has a delusional conversation with Ben, who reminds him about his life insurance policy of $20,000. Willie and Beef have a final confrontation, a final argument, and Beef in tears, says uh, that he is leaving the family for good. Then students, moved by, Beef's emotion, and in the thick of his hallucinatory conversation with Ben, Willie decides to carry out his plan to commit suicide. Students, Willie has been trying to commit suicide, several times. Now, after everyone else has gone to bed, Willie leaves the house and Linda hears the sound of car crash at the end of the second act. Willie decides to commit suicide, and the sound of car crash is nothing but he committed suicide by crashing his car. Thus, Willie commits suicide, but he, dies a forgotten man, and nobody but his family and his friend Charlie, only these people attend the funeral. Now we see at the end of the play, Requiem, and this scene happens, uh, you know, several days after the death of Willie. We see the ending of the play with the family gathered around a grave in the Requiem. In the this is graveyard scene. Graveyard means Kabristan. So there is a grave of Willie Loman, and these people are standing around it. The Loman family and Charlie reflect on Willie's life. Biff recognizes that his father had the wrong dreams. Then Happy remains unchanged and committed to Willie's dream to be number one man in the resolution. Here, Happy wants to become, a person like his father. Linda is in deep grief. She is weeping. She wonders why Willie did it, why Willie, committed suicide, why Willie killed himself. She tells his grave that she has paid all the bills of the house and they are free and clear of debt. Now, here, uh, indirectly, we come to know that the family of Willie Loman, would get insurance. The insurance claim $20,000, and they would have paid all the debts, all the bills. You know, and now Linda says that we are free now. And here Charlie also says a very good words about Willie Loman. Charlie still believes that Willie was a great man. So here the play ends. Thank you, students. Next time we'll discuss, the critical views about this play. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe.